Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is DXFDMUA. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Guys, it has been so long. I have not been uploading, and I am so sorry. I know this craziness is going on, and the last thing you need for me to do is a hiatus, but bitch, I'm back. And today, I really want to have some fun with doing something a little bit more different. So today, I wanted to do more of a drag look. So I'm going to go from this to this. So I am so excited to do this drag look. I have been obsessed with drag for so long, and I mainly learned makeup because of the art of drag, and I'm so excited to do that today. So I'm gonna give you all the ins and outs, honey, on how to do a drag makeup look. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so the first thing you want to do is, again, do your skincare. Make sure your skin is nice and clean. I already did that, hence why my skin is nice and glowy. Cha-ching. So after you do that, then you do want to take some alcohol, and you want to start to just clean off your eyebrows. We have to glue our eyebrows. It's going to help them stay down and not get lifted by any oil. All right, y'all, so now I'm going to take this weird beauty product, Elmer's glue. This is the purple one, the one that is washable. So what we're gonna do is just take this, and we're going to start to just really messedly run this through the brow. You wanna go up, you wanna go down, you wanna go zigzag, you wanna go left and right, and really get every single hair coated with the glue. Okay, so once you look nice and crazy, I'm just going to take a spoolie. This is a spoolie attached to my old Benefit brow pencil. And we're just going to run this right through the eyebrow. Doing this is just going to flatten your brows against your face. Then I'm just going to take any leftover glue that I just took off the spoolie, and I'm just going to use that and run that into my brow with my finger. Now with this part, you do want to be careful not to touch your brow too much, because then you will get the oatmeal brow, and nobody wants that. Okay, so while your glue is starting to dry, you just want to go in with a makeup wipe. These are the Clinique makeup wipes. These are amazing. They're called Take the Day Off. And we're just going to take that and clean up the outside edges. So while this brow is drying, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have our brows glued down. Now it is time to go on top of some powder. In this case, I will be using the Makeup Revolution Banana Light Powder. And I'm going to take this and press it on top of my brows to make them set and look a little bit more smoother. So I'm just gonna take a very old, dirty powder puff. And with this, you just want to press and roll up the way your brows are going. And also doing this is going to show you where you need a little bit more help with layering glue. Okay, y'all, so I look crazy, I know. All I'm gonna do is now just dust off any excess powder, making sure to sweep the way the brows are laying, because we don't want it to really disrupt it. Am I looking crazy? I am looking crazy. Also, you can just see how nice and smooth the brow is starting to lay down, which is really good. So you want to be careful. I did do a little too, I don't know, it just got a little funky right there, but this is the way you want your brow to look. What I'm going to do now is go back in with a little bit more glue and then layer it with more powder, going glue, powder, glue, and powder, until I'm happy with how smooth everything looks. Mind you, do not ever go back in with the spoolie to comb. You only want to do that the first time, and you're done. Okay, guys, so I went on my brows about 3 more times with the glue, and I am kind of happy on what I got. I know it looks kind of crazy. Now, this one is a lot smoother compared to this one. Is a little bit more chunkier back here, but it really should not be that much of an issue. All right, y'all, so now it's time to go in and block the color of these brows. I have not used this product in so long. It's called the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I tried this like once or twice, and I know I wasn't really living for it because it wasn't bright enough, but because I'm using this as a brow coverage, it should be okay not to be too bright. So what I'm gonna do is just take my finger and I'm just gonna lightly start to blot on top of that brow. Whoa! So this concealer is actually really full coverage. I just didn't like it because it's not as bright. But coverage wise, it's really good. I'm so scared. Okay, so this is the brows. We do have that concealer down, giving you that really nice browless look. What I'm gonna now do is go back in with my powder using a powder brush, and we're just gonna hit that with some powder just to set it. Now, honestly, in the makeup world, you kind of never wanna do liquid and then powder and then put more liquid on top. That is not gonna look great, but because we're doing drag, it is kind of okay because it's okay to look kind of sloppy with it, but like we don't want to look too sloppy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Becca full coverage foundation and we're just gonna cover up this man real fast. And I'm also gonna use my Real Techniques foundation brush. Y'all, I have not used this in so long. We're just gonna pull everything out of the woodworks today. I literally look ridiculous. Okay, y'all, so the foundation is on. I have my full coverage, so you can't really see any of my skin, and that's kind of what you want to do when you're going for drag. So next, I'm going to give my face some brightness. So I'm going to go in with the all-time favorite Boing Benefit Concealer in the shade number 9. For this, what I'm going to do is just start to swipe this right under my eye, just as normal. Always, this whole process, be so careful with your brows because they can come up any minute if you do not glue them down right. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna now take out my old, nasty, busted Anastasia contour palette. So pretty. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this shade right here and use my finger. And then I'm just gonna tap that right under my under eye to really help brighten, just like so. And you can really see how that just lifts the under eye so much more compared to this side. All right, y'all, so next is the fun part where your face starts taking a different shape. Now it is time to cream contour using that same Anastasia palette. Now, y'all, I usually powder contour, but today I am going to show you how to cream contour. Now, if y'all don't have these, you definitely don't need to use them. These are e.l.f. brushes. They're really nice cream contour brushes because they're very dense. And they're very thin, so they fit right in your contours really well. I have two. One I would use to apply the cream contour. The other one has no product on, but I'll use to help blend. In this palette here, I'm just going to go in with this shade here, which is the Karab. And then what I'll do is sort of that same technique when I suck in but go higher. But we're going to go a lot higher. Like that. And then I'm also going to take that brush, pop some in the outer corners of my forehead because we want a more womanly like forehead, okay? And then next we need to cream contour our jawline. So I'm just going to go like this. And then I'm actually going to come up here and then start to round down as well to give myself more of a curved jaw. So any of you fellas that are trying to do drag, anytime you have a very sharp jaw, all you're gonna do is just go on it and curve it down a little bit. So I'm gonna now use I'm gonna use my other brush, the same one, but this has no product on it. And all I'm gonna do is start to bounce back and forth. Blending my forehead contour into my highlight contour with my finger. I'm going to go in with this contour shade here called Chocolate using a very thin angled brush. All we're going to do is just take that contour and start to run it aside our nose. And then I'm just going to take a back of my brush and then dip into this light shade here. And then all I'm going to do is just take that and do right on the tip of my nose to make it look a little bit more skinnier. And then I'm just going to take that shade and then really just fill out the nose point that we just made. Just like that. And then I'm also going to just take a little bit of highlight on my finger, and I'm just going to dab that right into here, right underneath my contour. All right, y'all. So once we basically have our face done, I am now just going to go in with my powder puff again, picking up more of that powder. And now we're just going to smack this around our whole face. And this is where they get beaten the mud from. I'm just concentrating that powder more to where my highlight is. Okay, so we are now set. I look even crazier than before. I am now just going to go in with a clean brush, and we're just going to dust the bake away. But now you can see where I have everything laid out, and this is now like a template for me to go now on top with my powders. And today for contour, I'm going to be using my Whoosh palette that you all know is my tried and joy. Okay, so just gonna go in with my Whoosh palette to get this contour shade here, and then I'm also gonna dip into my James Charles palette and mix these two to warm it up a little bit. And all I did was really just follow the contour line that I made with the cream. Okay, so that is the contour of the cheeks. Looking nice and fish, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I look like. I think I look like a naked mole rat. Now I'm just going to take that contour shade and pop that right towards the outside of my forehead. And same with the neck. And this is again, the ultimate weight loss when you put a little bit of this under the neck. I'm just going to use a brush that is very thin. I'm just going to take my Anastasia bronzer in the shade Mahogany. And all I'm going to start to do now is just run this along the outsides. Once we get that nose contour to right about the top of the nose bridge, and what we're going to do is start to take that color and then start to make a new sort of like beginning of the eye crease, just like that. And then this is going to help just show us where to start our eyeshadow. Ooh. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go back in with my highlighting shade right here, and I'm just going to use that with my finger. And we're going to basically use this as eyeshadow primer. And today for eyeshadow, we're going to be using the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. So gorgeous. We're going to keep this look a little bit more natural. So first what I'm going to do is go in the shade Sienna to start to map out my new crease. And then right where I started to make my nose bridge, I'm just going to take this crease color and just start to connect it right to that. And all I'm doing is just taking that color and bringing it across. All right, y'all, so next I'm just gonna go in with this color here called Burnt Orange, and we're gonna use that to blend right above the crease color. So now all I'm gonna actually do is start to highlight out a brow bone. So I'm just gonna grab a concealer brush, dipping back into this bright color, and then all I'm going to now do is start to highlight my brow bone. Okay, so this part is what I'm a little nervous for because y'all know brows can either come out real good or real bad. And then for this step, I'm going to be using a Morphe Angle brush. I'm going to dip right into the shade right here. So all I'm going to do is sort of start right in the middle where my natural brow starts. I'm going to start to come up. Then I'm going to start to round it down and bring it out. I'm also going to just start to do that on the top half, but I'm only going to start about 2/4 of the way in, taking it and then rounding down. Okay, so I sort of did this as a guideline just to see where my brow is. I am going to go back in with a darker cream to outline it again. Now, since I know the shade that I want to go for, I'm going to dip into this palette again, grabbing this shade right here. So now what I'm going to do is just take whatever powder is left on my powder puff, and I'm just going to lightly set my brow. So while I was doing my setting my brows, I also just took some powder to just rebake my highlights. Okay, so now I'm just going to detail my brows a little bit more. With that, I'm just going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to start on the outside of my brow because I'm going to have them from going from darker to lighter. Okay, y'all, so now what I'm gonna do is take my Clinique liquid eyeliner, and I'm just gonna start to give myself flicks of hair towards the front like that. What I'm now gonna do is, again, go back into this light color highlighter shade. And what I'm now gonna do is start to cut out a new crease. And you see how that just gave me a whole new lid? A whole new lid. I'm gonna go in with orange soda to set that concealer color. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is take my liquid liner, and I am going to start to draw a wing. Just like that. And then we're just gonna bring it right across. Okay, so what I did was take my wing, brought it all across my normal crease, and then sort of had it come out during in my inner corner. And then, y'all, what we gonna do? We're gonna take a nice packing brush, and we're gonna find ourselves a really good black. We're just gonna go in and fill in that liner. Okay, y'all, so look at that. I already look like a whole different person. I did my liner, and then I brought a little bit of black right into my new crease. All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna take my really nice fluffy brush, dip right back into sienna. And now I'm just gonna start to run this right under my lash line. And now I'm just gonna take some black, and we're gonna also run that right under as well. Okay, y'all, so now it is time to go in with the Epic Wear Waterproof White Liquid Eyeliner from NYX Cosmetics. All I'm gonna do is start to line right in here, cleaning up this black to make it sharper. Wow, don't even look like myself. Okay, guys, so next it is time to go in for lashes. Today for lashes, we're gonna be using Anna Lashes. Never really heard of this brand before, but my cousin gave them to me, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna do these today. As my lashes are dry, I'm gonna use the Clinique High Impact Mascara just to pop those lashes up to the heavens. So when you're putting on the lashes for these drag, what I'm gonna do is get as close as I can to the inside, and then the outside, I'm actually gonna lift it up to flare it a little bit more. So if you can see how it's really close to the inside, and then I just raised it right up towards the back. Ooh, the lashes are on. They're very, like, not too crazy, which is good, and I'm okay with that. All right, so now that our lashes are sort of just drying, I'm just gonna go in and knock off all of our bake. Okay, so now it is time to add some blush. And for blush today, I am going to be using this orange right here that's in the James Charles. I think it is absolutely stunning, so we're just going to warm our cheeks up with that. Okay, so we have that beautiful orange down. Now I'm just going to go in with some highlighter. For highlighter today, of course, we will be using the Estee Lauder Heat Wave highlighter. So gorgeous. And then we're going to pop some highlight right here. I'm also going to highlight my upper lip. And then a little on my chin. And then for my lips today, I'm going to take my Anastasia lip kit. And I'm going to do this one right here. It's like a dark brownie red. So I am going to be overlining my lips. This is my normal lip line on this side. Here is the overline part. And it's a little bit more dramatic, so that's kind of why I want to do it and not follow my normal lips, even though they're huge already. Okay, y'all, so my lips are nice and filled out. They're very full, and I'm low-key living. I'm now going to take a little bit of this shade here and pop it right in the center to give us a little bit of an ombre effect. Now I'm just going to take that a white color from that same palette and put that right in the center. Okay, guys, so now we're just gonna set the mug. All right, y'all, so let me go get in the rest of my drag outfit and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, and this is the finished look. What do y'all think? Like, I am living my whole drag fantasy. We have the earrings. We have the jewelry. We have the wig. Bitch, I am so happy with this drag look and how it came out. The contour, the nose, the eyes. It's all so pretty and I love it so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Sorry, my boobs are falling apart. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys have any other things that you want to see, leave them in the comment section. We'll look over and we'll get to them. Let's do something together. Let's have a good time while we are all trapped in the house. Let's just have fun and do some makeup. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching my video. And as always, be original. Out.